What's up, my dogs? Ace Boy here. So I decided to make an Amazon, and I think it's been a fucking good decision thus far. Alright. A lot of you dogs have been recommending that Ice Boy make an Amazon. You say, Iceman, just get it done with, man. Just make an Amazon. Your droid sucks. Takes for fucking ever for him to kill anything. Your sorceress is a little bitch. Teleport got the shaft up the tail big time. So just make an Amazon. And I've been wanting to make an Amazon. In fact, initially I thought I'd make one as my first character on Project D2. I'm damn glad that I ended up making one, man. This is a good time, all right? Holy shit. It's Toad. Let me show you her gear. So I'm running these ice ball games. There we go. Oh, somebody's already in the throne. Let me show you her gear. I'm working to be a JAVAZON right now. I get style points. Check this out. Crazy style points for using Storm Chaser. I think I found this with my sorceress in like Act 1 Hell or something. Because check it out, it gives cannot be frozen now. And it has just some cool effects where it gives you a nice run walk for one, but 8% chance to cast Tornado when struck, and 8% chance to cast a level 9 Blizzard when struck. This thing's hog. Then I just have an Amazon Amulet, a 2-piece Saigons just for the hell of it. I found this razor tail with my druid, so I gave it to her. So she now has 102% chance to pierce. And I have Titans that I found early on with my druid. One of the few decent items I found, like at all, so far in PD2. Titan's Revenge. And it actually rolled +2 to Amazon skills, because now Titan's Revenge, they range in terms of their skill roll. Alright, I think they always give 2 to Javelin and Spear, but they range from 1 to 2 to Amazon skill levels. So just my dogs and I, you know, we're running this stuff. Here's my skills. I'm gonna put another into Lightning Fury. Valkyrie kind of got the shaft up the ass a little bit. I heard that she doesn't regenerate health like she used to. I hope she still regenerates some. Let me know in the comments, how much has she been nerfed in terms of her life regen? Because it just sucks dealing with her. Because now she's level 5 and she still gets her ass kicked in normal mode. Just watch her health if you want, and you'll see how it's just, in the right circumstance, she'll get the shit beat out of her. But of course, they upped the damage some nice synergies, and you can summon an additional Valkyrie at levels 20 and 30. So I think those additions are pretty nice. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I haven't tested her out too much, but I wanted to maybe max her, to be honest with you. I'm hopeful that maybe at level 20 plus in Hell, she'll be able to survive quite well. But that's just what I'm hoping for. I really haven't heard much on her. I heard that she's kind of dumb in terms of her offensive nature, where, just as usual, what we're kind of used to with Valkyrie is she's just kind of ditzy. She's not like other summons, it seems. She'll just kind of stand around sometimes like a dumbass. She doesn't always attack the enemy you want her to attack, and so forth. So, but I mean, I'm willing to find out, you know. So I kind of want to get a 30 Vel to have 3 in total. I think that would be hog. A Maiden Javelin, a magic one. All right. Oh, that's 2 Javelin Spear skills. All right, so I'm going to make more Bell runs. But I'll show you what I got into stash. Oh yeah, I found this, Templar's Might. That's a true slug. I want to slam this thing. Freaking Templar's Might. So this might be a good armor actually for a JAVAZON Merc. Now from what I've read, all right, 4 to 8 might. Level 8 might, I think, gives around 100, 110 enhanced damage to your party, yourself and your party. So still, fortitude, you know, gives 200% enhanced damage to you. So in a lot of situations, you know, you still might want to use fortitude, but you get style points for Templar's Might. You can slam it, of course, which is maybe key, right? You could slam this for 3 sockets, in which case you could put 3 times 40 enhanced damage jewels in it. So that would give you 160 enhanced damage, or 120 enhanced damage, just from 3 enhanced damage jewels. So 120 plus another 100. So in that case, this could actually be better than fortitude, and you get the benefit that it's also buffing your party. But of course, you can roll Act 5 mercs. All the Act 5 mercs have Might Aura, and to my understanding, those have like a 17 Might or something crazy at higher levels. So it very much so exceeds the maximum level of 8 Might that you'll get on Templar's Might. But nonetheless, man, I think this is a cool implementation for PD2. You know, before this even came about, I verbalized it how maybe in Path of Diablo or PD2 or whatnot, Tyrael's Might should offer the Might Aura. And I still think it should. This is bullshit. Tyrael's Might isn't that great. But it's cool that they did this with Templar's Might. Of course, now it gives 1 to all skills as well. This is a hog armor. All right? I ain't gonna lie. This is a hog armor. This would be towed on a boson, I think, if you get that 30 slam on it or whatnot. I think that would be towed. But let me know what you guys think about Templar's Might. But I want a fucking shard so I can slam this. I don't know any of these guys. The fuck? Do people leave? I'll pay you back in a minute, I say, huh? Yeah, I don't think I have a shard, so I'll have to get one. Oh, yeah, I can wear this not too long from now. This will be nice. It's a shitty roll. A very shitty roll. Enhanced damage. I forgot it even gives enhanced damage now. That's a new addition to PD2. And it can give more mana now. It used to give 2 to 4. Now it can give 2 to 6 mana per kill. Where's the faster? Okay, still has 20 fast rate recovery, 30 run walk. So yeah, Valk Ring is a toad helm. It's very nice. I mean, in some cases, I think it could almost be an endgame helm. If you get 3 sockets in that thing. See, and there's the Titan's Revenge that I can wear at 42. So she's going to be pretty epic at level 42. So I'm looking forward to that. Then I just have some random merc gear. See, this one, they give 1 to all skills now. This belt is pretty good for a merc. But I think in general, String of Ears is even better, which I don't have that. Here's my merc gear. This thing's a hog. It slows them down big time. So we'll go down here. Murder Bell again. Lightning Fury has 2 synergies now. Like I said, what I kind of want to do is I want to go full map set and boson. At this point, I almost refuse to use multi-shot because the range, I think, for multi-shot, it's been nerfed. So I don't really want to put up with that, man. The range on it just looks shitty. And I used to say I like to blot out the sun with the arrows, but them arrows ain't blotting out the sun. They're going like 20 feet in front of her, then just disappearing. So, but whatever, it encouraged me to want to try something different, right? Which is why I want Mav set if I go boa. So I'm not going to switch to bow until I get Mav set. I still need the bow and the helm. I haven't found them, and I don't know what they trade for. I've been offered a free one once or twice, but as you dogs know, I ain't really fixing to take too many handles right now, right? So hopefully I'll be able to trade. I have a couple Lem runes, probably an rune, so I think I could trade for it. You know, I kind of wanted to save my Mal rune so I can make a rain armor for my druid. And try out the Hoto / rain build as opposed to full alders. There's just so many wasted stats with full alders. It just bothers me. All the melee character stats. So if you're elemental or summon, you just don't benefit worth shit on the enhanced damage mods and the life leech mods and the attack rating. Just bullshit. You know, I really don't like wasted stats. And with Mav set, from what I've seen, you'll take advantage of all them stats, dog. So I'm wanting to try that out. Damn, these are Toad. IEST, he's gonna attack fast as fuck. But so I want to try, you know, something different, which is why if I get full Mav, I want to try Freezing Arrow and Strafe and Max Valkyrie, perhaps. Now, in order to get there, I'm going to be Javelin until I get that full Mav, is my intention so far. But Javelin has been fun as fuck, so I'm really having a good time. So I'm really not even looking forward to, at this point, switching over to Boa. And I'll show you something with the synergies, alright? Let's kill Bell real quick, see what he drops. I found, damn, Serpent Skin Viper Magi from Bell with my Sorceress in normal mode. A bunch of us surrounding Bell, Viper Magi drops. I grabbed that shit, no one else was able to get it. That was a good time. But yeah, the Sork, it's been difficult. Her teleport is just really slow. Even at 117 for the lightning cast, I feel like it's slower than 105 vanilla. Comment below your thoughts on the matter, because I haven't heard many folks talk about that. And from my limited experimenting, it seems that 117 cast rate teleport is still slower than 105 Path of Diablo or just LOD teleport with 105 cast rate. Pretty sure that's the case, man. And it kind of sucks. But I normally don't play Sork anyway, but it was fun for a minute. But at this point, you know, I want to try the Amazon. But check this out, what they did to her synergies. Get that amulet. Lightning Fury now has only 2 synergies, both of which only give 2% damage per level. Now, I don't know if Lightning Fury just in general scales more, because are we still going to be able to get our, you know, easily attainable, like, 2,000 Lightning Fury damage, or what? Or beyond? I'm pretty sure in Path of Diablo it's quite easy to achieve 3,500 plus with Griffins and a couple charms and so forth. So what I kind of want to do is max Power Strike, max Fury, and just see how that goes without maxing Lightning Bolt, because that's only 40 skill points then. And then I could try maxing Valkyrie, so that's 60. And probably end up pumping more into the synergy later, the Lightning Bolt. So that's kind of what I want to try out. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. The problem is, you know, how are you going to deal with light immunes? Because that's not really a hybrid build then. Your Valk is said to do more damage in PD2. I hear she's a little bitch, but I guess time will tell. And we'll wait to see on Iceman's channel. And I'm not going to really pump up many of those synergies. And here's another problem, is she's doing lightning damage, okay? A lot of her damage is lightning. She does a lot of physical as well, but a lot of her damage is lightning. So how is that really going to help? You know what I mean? It's not going to help at all against lightning immunes, because as many of us Toads know, Lightning Fury just wastes the shit out of everything that's not light immune. So how helpful really is a Valkyrie who's walking around, or 2 or 3 for that matter, who are just simply doing more lightning damage. You know what I'm saying? So it might be underwhelming, but I'm going to find out. All right? And I'll show you guys the damage that she does and all that. I mean, maybe she'll do okay physical damage. I just like the option to be able to chill while playing. So if I have 3 Valks up, I think that would be Toad, to have 3 Valks up at once and just be able to chill. Even though I doubt they're going to be helping much in terms of damage. But hopefully at least his meat shields they'll help. But yeah, it's kind of disappointing to me that their regen has been vastly nerfed, to my understanding. But we'll wait to see how it plays out later on in the game. You know, if I max her out. We'll see. Maybe they'll be damn near invincible. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Because I thought that was appealing in vanilla, LOD, or Path of Diablo for that matter. How you could get her to level 15, 16, 17. Just get her to those levels with your gear skills and so forth. And she it was a rare occasion where you had to respawn her because she died. You know what I mean? I'm hoping if we max her out in PD2 that we'll have similar results. But still, that's a lot of skill points. That's why I'm holding out to see what her damage is going to be like. Because if you're going to max that Venom, I'm hoping she'll bring more to the table than just being a meat shield. You know what I mean? Hopefully she'll be able to do a decent amount of physical damage. So, but I know I'm probably full of shit. Here's what you can do. You can actually check out her gear. Look at this. I can inspect my Valk. You just have to have summon on your right click. And you can look at her gear. See? So she'll spawn with elite gear later. Like a War Spear, I believe. At maybe level 17 plus. I don't know what level. There she goes. She's dead. Still look at her gear, apparently. Oh, that one had PDR on her as well. Poison length reduction anyway. So yeah, you can inspect your Valk, and they say, you know, you can keep respawning them until they get gear that you want. That's relevant to the area you're farming. So that might be interesting. You can get some with a high poison damage, poison length reduction, and so forth. Or ones maybe that cast Frost Nova when they get hit. You know, gear pieces of that sort. So it adds a new element to the gameplay, that you can actually inspect their gear, okay? Because ever since the old of days in Diablo 2, they always spawned with gear. But you never knew what gear she had. You just knew it was a bunch of rare shit. And if you get her to level 17, she might start spawning with a war pike or something like that. Or is it a lance at that point? I think it's a war pike at 17. Or 18 or 19. But you just never knew what exactly she had going on. But now you do. See, check this out. Where's that woman at? You inspect her the same way you would inspect a character in town. See? Now she spawns with this sort of gear. Some magic stuff. Even MF. Interesting. So I take it she can actually... You can let her get the last hit if you want, and she could probably give a little boost in MF for the final hit and so forth. This is going to be a bitch. I don't think I'm going to finish him. Okay, well, maybe I'll do one more run. And I'll update you guys shortly on this, because it's been a good time having an Amazon again. Alright? Normally the Amazon, as many of you know, is the character that I play the most of. And I'm thinking, you know, even though they have some nerfs in some areas, it's given me reason to try something else, because that multi-shot boson is godly. Everybody knows it. But I just don't really want to deal with that shortened range, you know what I mean? So I can try something else. And PD2 I think has been kind of challenging, you know, and I find that part about it appealing. It's a new landscape in some ways, you know. You're not just running your traditional builds to farm MF and gear up your characters. You know, a lot of things are up in the air, so people are starting to figure out what's viable and so forth for the start of the game. So it's been a challenge, all right? And I think that can be appealing in many ways, right? I'm sure folks would agree in general. But I know you got to roll with the punches with this shit if you want to play it, because obviously, you know, there's going to be nerfs probably that you don't really agree with and so forth. But all around, I think it's a great thing, because I'm thinking that Path of Diablo, you know, there's going to be incentive now for folks to innovate more and just put more time into it. You know, this is making competition. So I think, I mean, hell, I would expect, you know, a pretty cool upcoming season for Path of Diablo. I think they're going to try to innovate and change some things up and try to bring in an audience, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really optimistic. And on the same damn token, man, on the other side, we got PD2, and this is their first season. For one, you got to cut folks slack when it's their first season. And I expected there to be a lot of fucked up shit to go down, all right? The realms being off a little from time to time and here and there and so forth, but we haven't really been dealing with that in days now. But yeah, I think this is going to be great, man. Now you got these two big Diablo 2 mods that they have the pressure's on them. You know what I mean? Because you got to fight for the freaking player base. And I think in other ways it's going to increase the player base on average. Because now there's not just one big D2 mod that's trying to get people to play it. There are two. And both will have different means of trying to get the word out and so forth. So I think in general, having two separate mods like this is going to overall increase the Diablo 2 player base. And obviously, the more folks we have that are playing Diablo 2 and supporting it, you know, the more work and thought is going to be put into this stuff. So, but I recommend if you want to try something new, embrace this shit. I rarely ever start with a Sork anyway. You know, folks are saying that it's more difficult to start with a Sork, but others would say the combustion Sork is godly as fuck. You know, so... But the teleport nerf is there, which is kind of annoying, and you can't just zip around everywhere and go right to the boss, and I rarely ever do that anyway, so it didn't affect me much. And my Sork was like my third character that I made on here, and I'm already sick of her, to be honest with you guys, for now anyway, because I really want to give this woman a lot of attention, the Amazon. My first love, you know, really, when it comes to Diablo 2 characters. You know, I got to give the women some attention. But yeah, man, I think in general, having these two mods, how they are, in competition with one another, man, this is going to increase the overall player base for Diablo 2. Folks get lazy when they merge. You see what Activision and Blizzard did, right? The games fucking suck. Of course, they put a lot of things as priority over gameplay and challenge. You know, there's a lot of things that are in priority these days, I think, that are implemented into gaming. And making a good game isn't really the top priority these days. But in addition to that, like I said, these fucking companies merge. They can just kick their feet up and not give a fuck. Because there's really no one else in the way who's a big company, who's rich as fuck, who's willing to innovate and put effort in and just, you know, change the game around and so forth. So... and be willing to take risks, you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be Toad. And I'm looking forward to next season of Path of Diablo and hearing what they have to announce for it. And this has been a fun as fuck time playing some PD2. So, like I said, man, they fucked some sets up the ass. Like, I don't think I'd play an assassin with Nat set. Set had a few nerfs. It no longer gives the 14-14 leech, gives 7-7 leech. Instead of the 30 DR, it's like 20 DR in total that you get for damage reduction. And there's something else about it as well that has changed. And of course, Blade Shield isn't a thing in PD2. Well, not the way that it is in Path of Diablo. It just surrounds your character, and it doesn't actually shoot out the blades and just constantly leech for you at range. So there's not that. See if I can snatch this drop. Shit. Okay, got a bone helm. Ooh, IES gloves. Might be able to use those actually. But yeah, if you guys will, hot damn, almost 42. So I can use those titans. She's going to be so godly when she can use those titans. So if you guys will like the video, let me know your thoughts on this stuff, all right? In regards to what I've been blabbling over POD and PD2, you know what I'm saying? Are you guys optimistic for the future for both of these mods? Which of the two do you think will prevail? And which of the two do you prefer in their current iteration? Comment below your thoughts on these matters and become a patron if you want. More videos to come on this famine, all right? Hot damn, I'm almost 42. I'm going to go pop those titans on. It's going to be godly. Here, fuck it. I'm going to go just level real quick and pop that shit on. And show you what her damage is like. There it goes. Look at this. It's going to be Toad. Oh, it barely did shit for damage. That's weird. Barely did shit. But whatever, it still has the faster run walk. See, so in many ways this hasn't been leached. The life leech hasn't been nerfed, but the life leech has been nerfed a little bit, right? It used to range from 6 to 8. Or was it 6 to 9? Now it's just a straight up 6. And I think the damage has actually been increased. It can now go up to 250 enhanced damage, see? So that adds up, man. And it still, fortunately, gives 20 strength, 20 dex. They're unlimited now, so you don't need to have the replenish anymore or the increased stack size. Those are just gone because javelins are unlimited. Well, that's odd. It even shows its quantity, however. Yeah, it's still unlimited, though, as you can see. So, yeah. I'll talk to you guys soon, all right? May the Creator bless you and keep you. Peace be with you.